Welcome back to the Kansas City Royals franchise mode here on MLB The Show 23. We are on now to 2025, and the Royals are currently in the month of April. If you missed opening day, well, that came out yesterday, so go make sure to check out that video if you have not yet. But let's get into it. We're going to be taking on the Cincinnati Reds in today's video. We're going to get into some more simming tomorrow, but I want to see the second start this season of our guy in Asa Lacy. It will be the 4-4 Kansas City Royals taking on the 3-4 Cincinnati Reds. And again, for Kansas City, we're hoping down the stretch of the season that we can become division champions, obviously, as we look to, just piggyback basically off of what happened last season with Kansas City. If we can build upon that and become an improved team that we were last season, it'll just make our playoff run a lot easier. And why are we doing the first pitch? Why is the catcher in front of the plate? You just usually just take the guy off the mound. It's fine. And folks, if you haven't yet, though, make sure that subscribe button down below for some more MLB 23 of the show here on the channel. Padres, March to October. Hopefully tomorrow. I need to get that up soon. But here we go. Lucas Go making the start for the Reds. It will be his first of the season as Bobby Witt Jr. comes up first, and Witt can hit one into left field. It is very important this season that Bobby Witt can get his bat going in the leadoff spot, and he'll be on first base with the single. Anthony Santander now going to hit a fastball into left field. He homered in his first at-bat as a Royal, but right there, Santander is going to fly out into left field to Alex Verdugo. Vinny Pasquantino now in the 1-2 gets a hold of that fastball up, though. Pasquantino drives it deep right field. That ball's up and it's out of here. Vinny Pasquantino makes it 2-0 Kansas City. A huge shot off the bat of the first baseman for the Royals. Vinny Pasquantino goes 373 feet, and Kansas City goes up 2-0 just like that with a shot by our first baseman in Vinny Pasquantino. Salvi Perez, I mean, again, just 8 games in, a lot of these guys are struggling, but just something to note, Salvi is batting 206, but that's not anything against him. Santander is batting 148, Pasquantino 125, Jock's batting 462. However, he'll strike out right there. But I mean, you got guys like Alec Boehm at 200. We'll see how they get their season going. Here comes Asa Lacy after the start area of 1.8 so far this season. I mean, 1 game, 5 innings. He did a job, got the no decision. Lacy will come up first in the full count. Swing and a miss. Got his man on the slider away. That will be Quezada on that slider. And then he's going to get Xavier Edwards, the former Tampa Bay Ray prospect, will strike out. Alex Verdugo down the 3-1, though, is going to walk. So Lacy loses the third batter. In comes Chris Sandoval. On the 1-2 pitch, Sandoval hits one too short. Going back is Bobby Witt Jr., and Witt will make the play. So straight to the top of the second, Alec Boehm up first. I don't love Alec Boehm's swing, I'll be honest with you. I remember I used this card a little bit in Diamond Dynasty. I think it was like 2 years ago, and I'll keep it a buck this year. I'm really just not playing Diamond Dynasty. I want to, but just don't really have too much time right now. But I remember using that Alec Boehm card. It was the prospect card that he got from the Future Stars event. Just didn't really like that swing. Hopefully I can figure it out in franchise, as there goes Brian De La Cruz striking out on a circle change. Stuart Fairchild comes up. He'll bounce one on the ground to Luis V. Garcia. Garcia makes the play. 2 down, 7 spot up. It will be the right fielder, Austin Hendrick, on the 1-1 pitch. Hendrick hits that one to left field. There is MJ Melendez. A lot of lefty bats in this Reds rotation. Of course, they're facing the southpaw in Asa Lacy, so it should be tough for Cincinnati as a whole. Dylan Carlson going to hit one up the middle, but that play will be made at second base by Xavier Edwards. Bobby Witt Jr. now going to blast one to left field. That ball will get down as well. Witt is 2 for 2. It's so important getting him on for the big bats in this lineup. There goes Anthony Santander. Deep right field. Going back to Austin Hendricks. That's out of here. Anthony Santander makes it 4-0. The second 2-run shot of this game, and we mentioned it earlier again. I think it's so important Bobby Witt Jr. is able to pick up hits this season. He's struggled some, and he really hasn't been the guy that we thought Bobby Witt was supposed to be. But, I mean, again, he's still very young. 4-0 lead. I think we were hoping sort of, I mean, if you watch the San Diego Padres franchise, we were hoping for a Fernando Tatis Jr. and MLB the Show type rise out of Bobby Witt. We haven't gotten that, but it's fine as Salvi is going to ground right into a double play. But again, the damage has been done. Kansas City up 4-0 now. Going into the bottom of the third, Noelvi Marte up first for the Reds. Swing and a miss. Lacy got him on the curveball. Again, Cincinnati still yet to have a hit. Drake Baldwin on the 3-2 pitch puts one on the ground right to Bobby Witt as well. Witt with the play to first. 2 down in the inning for the top of the order, which means Jose Quezada on the 1-2 pitch. Quezada right to third and straight to Alec Boehm. To the top of the fourth, we now head Jock Peterson getting a fastball the opposite way. Peterson is on with a double. So Jock continues his hot streak, came in today batting .462. Jock Peterson will be on with a double for Alec Boehm now on the 1-2 offering. Boehm, again, maybe it's his stance. I don't know what it is. It's fine. We'll get it figured out eventually. He'll pop out to the pitcher, Luis Gil. MJ Melendez now steps up, and he will strike out as well. So 2 gone down the inning for Luis Garcia on the 3-2 pitch. Garcia pulls a fastball deep right field, but that ball will be caught out there in right by the right fielder in Austin Hendrick. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Xavier Edwards up first. He'll strike out in the circle, change down. Salvi going to throw down to Vinny Pasquantino and put him away. 1 down for Alex Verdugo on the 2-2. Verdugo on the ground right to Bobby Witt as well. Witt to first. 2 gone in the inning. For the 4th spot, Chris Sandoval on the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss again on the fastball. So Asa Lacy has been spectacular like he always is. Still no hitting the Reds. Oh, you don't want to say it, but still. Bryce Elder coming out of pitch now for Cincinnati in the 5th inning. He will strike out Dylan Carlson on the sinker. I think Carlson's another guy who eventually we will definitely figure out. He's a switch hitter. Okay, we need to stay away from that swing, of course, with Bobby Witt Jr., but 2 down for Santander. I'm excited for the future for both really of our switch hitters. I'm a big fan of switch hitters in this game. Dylan Carlson in the 9, Anthony Santander in the 2. Excited for these guys as we go down the stretch here with the Royals. There goes Brian De La Cruz striking out on a Asa Lacy circle change. 1 down for Stuart Fairchild on the 1-1 pitch. Fairchild going to pop one up to Vinny Pasquantino. 2 down now for the 7th spot by the name, of course, of Austin Hendrick. Hendrick comes up, and he will hit one the opposite way to MJ Melendez, and Melendez will charge in and make the play. So, to the top of the 6th, the Reds still without a hit, and Vinny Pasquantino, though, strikes out on a slider. Now to the dish, Salvi Perez. He'll put one on the ground, basically like his last out. Last time was a double play. This time will just be a throw on down to first. 2 gone in the inning for Jock Peterson, and Peterson's going to get hit. So nothing you can do about that. Peterson's going to be on first base with 2 outs for Alec Bohm. The 2-2 pitch. Bohm, I mean, gets it inside sinker. It's going to get popped down to center field. That'll do it. To the bottom of the 6th. Lacy still yet to give up a hit. Novelli Marte out there. You're going to have it. In the right field, that ball is going to get down past Anthony Santander. And Novelli Marte is going to have at least 2. That's in right field. He's going to have a triple. It's a leadoff triple for Novelli Marte and a huge start to this inning for the Reds. Drake Baldwin down the 3-2 takes a horrible swing on the slider. 1 down for Jose Quezada on the 1-2 pitch. He's going to hit one to center. Dylan Carlson going to have to come up throwing. He's got a good arm. Oh, not the best read on the baseball. He catches it. I don't know why he was just real awkward in catching it, but okay, 2 down for Xavier Edwards. Edwards going to hit one to second. Luis Garcia dives, but to no avail. So it will be a base knock for Xavier Edwards. Alex Verdugo down the 1-1 pitch. Hits one to center field. That ball is going to be caught on the hit and run. There is Dylan Carlson with the out. So we go to our final 3 innings of baseball here. Kansas City up by 3. Bryce Elder still pitching for the Reds. He will strike out MJ Melendez on the slider right there. 1 down for the 8th spot in Luis Garcia on the 1-2 pitch. Garcia puts one on the ground softly to second base, and there's Xavier Edwards once more. 2 down here in the top of the 7th for Dylan Carlson. Carlson's still looking to find his stride here with Kansas City, but he's going to ground out to first. It's fine. The Reds go 1-2-3 against KC's bats. To the bottom of the 7th, I'll keep Asa Lacy in. I feel like he's in a point where he can go deep into games like this. It's pitch 100 right there, but he's going to get the out. Pasquantino knocks down that liner by Chris Sandoval. Brian De La Cruz hits one on the ground of Vinny Pasquantino. Pasquantino to first. Asa Lacy's got it. 2 down now for the 6th spot in Stuart Fairchild, and Fairchild hits one to right field right in front of the right fielder, Anthony Santander. It's a 2-out single for Cincinnati. Austin Hendrick now gets a shot, but he'll hit one in shallow left. Melendez charging in, and he'll make the play. Going now into the top of the 8th inning. Bobby Witt Jr. up first in the 1-2. Started 2 for 2, now 2 for 4. It's okay. Here comes Anthony Santander. Hit one to right field. That ball, though, will be caught out there by Austin Hendrick. 2 down now in the inning for Vinny Pasquantino. Pasquantino is going to get popped out as well. Too short, over to Novelli Marte. So going now into the bottom of the 8th, Aroldis Chapman pitching for the Royals. Here we have nothing so far this season. He's pitched 5 2/3 already, which is crazy in 4 games. We've only had 8 games so far this season. So officially now, Aroldis Chapman has pitched in over half of our games, which I think is crazy considering he's a guy that was kind of, you know, he's in the hot seat on this team, but Chapman's going to be here for 2025. He strikes out Drake Baldwin. He's going to get Jose Quezada to ground out to Luis Garcia, and that's why I'm going to keep Aroldis Chapman around. He throws hard. He's a solid out getter at this point, and he does what he needs to do in setup situations or whatnot. Here comes Blake Trinan. He's already given up a run so far this season. He's already given up 2 runs. He's blown a save. We'll see what he can do in a save opportunity here against the Reds. He's going to strike out Xavier Edwards. Alex Verdugo now going to hit one to short, but Bobby Witt Jr. cannot get there. So it'll be a 1-out single here for Cincinnati, bringing up Chris Sandoval on the 2-2 pitch. Strike 3, swinging on the slider away. to the plate. Brian De La Cruz on the 1-1 pitch. De La Cruz past Vinny Pasquantino at first. The Reds are going to have first and third with 2 outs, and that will bring the tying run to the plate by the name of Stuart Fairchild. Can Trinan shut the door? Yes, he can. Trinan strikes out Fairchild on the slider, and the Kansas City Royals go to Cincinnati, Ohio, and they take down the Cincinnati Reds by a score of 4-1. It got a little bit tricky at the end, considering the Reds continued to threaten Kansas City, especially, you know, in that 9th inning where they did bring the tying run to the dish, but the Royals are going to win 4-1. They do out-hit the Reds 6-5. Asa Lacy gets his first win of the season, and Blake Trinan gets his 4th save. So, folks, thank y'all for watching episode number 35 of the Kansas City Royals franchise mode here on MLB The Show 23. If you haven't yet, though, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure you like if you are enjoying the series so far. Give a thanks for watching, and Mamba forever.